My name is Dr. Reynolds, and I've been a veterinarian for over 15 years, specializing in small mammals and exotic pets. Among all the cases I've handled, one that has stayed with me vividly was the story of Oliver, a young ferret who came into my clinic with a serious health problem that almost cost him his life. Oliver's owners brought him in one chilly autumn afternoon, clearly worried and distressed. They had noticed something unusual about their typically playful and energetic ferret. He was lethargic, refusing his favorite treats, and seemed uncomfortable, pacing restlessly and occasionally vomiting. At first glance, nothing seemed overtly wrong, but I knew that ferrets, like many small animals, can deteriorate quickly if something inside them goes wrong. I started a thorough physical examination. Oliver's abdomen was noticeably tender, and his belly was a bit distended. His temperature was slightly elevated, and his heart rate was faster than normal. I suspected that Oliver was experiencing some kind of gastrointestinal obstruction. This is a relatively common issue in ferrets due to their curious nature and tendency to chew on anything they can find. To confirm my suspicion, I ordered abdominal X-rays. The images clearly showed a blockage in Oliver's intestines. A foreign object had gotten stuck somewhere along the digestive tract. It appeared to be a piece of rubber, something the owners hadn't realized Oliver had access to. Ferrets are notorious for chewing on rubber toys, cables, and anything that feels soft and chewable. Unfortunately, in Oliver's case, this had led to a dangerous situation. The rubber piece was lodged firmly, blocking the normal passage of food and fluids. This kind of obstruction can cause severe pain, swelling, and eventually lead to life-threatening complications like perforation or infection if not treated promptly. I explained the situation to Oliver's owners, emphasizing the urgency. Surgery was the only option to remove the blockage and save Oliver's life. The operation was delicate. Ferrets are small and fragile, and their digestive system is particularly sensitive. I carefully made an incision, locating the rubber piece inside the small intestine. It was larger than I expected and had caused some swelling around it. I removed the obstruction and cleaned the affected area thoroughly. After ensuring there was no further damage, I closed the incision and moved Oliver to recovery. Post-surgery, Oliver was monitored closely. The first 24 hours were critical. Pain management, fluid therapy, and keeping him warm and calm were essential. Gradually, he began to show signs of improvement. He started eating small amounts of food, his energy levels slowly returned, and his owners were relieved to see their beloved pet getting better. During this time, I spoke with Oliver's owners about preventing future incidents. Ferrets are naturally curious and playful, so it's vital to provide them with safe toys and a secure environment. They decided to invest in a new play area made from materials that Oliver couldn't chew through: metal tunnels, hard plastic toys, and soft fabric items that wouldn't pose a choking hazard. Oliver's story was a strong reminder of how vulnerable these small creatures can be and how important it is for owners to be vigilant about what their pets have access to. It also showed the remarkable resilience these animals have when given proper medical care and love. Following the surgery, Oliver's recovery was steady but required careful attention. For the first week, I advised his owners to keep him confined to a small, quiet space to limit his movement and reduce stress on the healing incision. Ferrets are naturally active and inquisitive, so it was a challenge for them to balance his need for rest with his playful spirit. During the follow-up visits, I closely monitored Oliver's incision site for signs of infection or reopening, both of which can complicate healing. Thankfully, everything progressed smoothly. Oliver's appetite returned fully, and he began to regain the playful energy he had before his illness. His owners were diligent with his medications, feeding schedule, and keeping the recovery area clean. One of the key changes they made was in how they structured his environment. Before the incident, Oliver had free run of a small room filled with various toys, including rubber balls and tubes. Items that seemed harmless but were actually dangerous for a ferret prone to chewing. After the surgery, his owners removed all rubber objects and replaced them with safer alternatives. The new play area was designed to be both stimulating and secure. It included metal tunnels that Oliver loved to dart through, soft fleece blankets for nesting, and hard plastic puzzle toys that could not be swallowed or chewed apart. They also supervised his playtime much more closely, understanding now how quickly a curious ferret can get into trouble. Oliver's personality began to shine through again. He was lively, mischievous, and affectionate, typical traits of ferrets, but now with the added caution his owners had learned to maintain. They shared how grateful they were for the prompt surgical care and advice on ferret-proofing their home. From a veterinary perspective, Oliver's case reinforced how important it is to educate pet owners about the risks certain materials pose to small animals. Ferrets' natural behavior of chewing and exploring means they are at constant risk of ingesting dangerous items like rubber, foam, and even small pieces of fabric. Prevention is the best medicine, but when accidents happen, swift veterinary intervention can make all the difference. Oliver's recovery story also highlighted the resilience of ferrets when given appropriate care and support. While surgery is always a serious step, the combination of skilled medical treatment and an informed, attentive owner gave Oliver the chance to return to a happy, healthy life. Now, months later, Oliver thrives in his new environment. His owners report he is curious but safe, playful but protected. The blockage is a closed chapter, a hard lesson learned, but also a testament to the bond between a pet and their family, and the crucial role veterinarians play in saving these precious lives. If there's one takeaway from Oliver's experience, it's this: never underestimate what your pet can get into, and never delay seeking professional help when something seems off. For Oliver, that vigilance made all the difference.